Hi everyone, this is Yusra Ahmed from Mobile Interfaces and Usability Term 1304. I'm going to be giving my reflection on Project 2. The easiest part of this assignment was the search, since it is a filter given by jQuery, and it automatically works. You don't have to put any extra coding to make it work. I did use a one window drill down for my gold app. This is my gold app. And I have the thumbnail and text. I have it that way because it seems a lot more appropriate for a food app rather than a list inlay and a thumbnail grid. The most difficult, I think, was the new stream pattern, which I finally got to work, and it's actually my aha moment, um, because I remembered that from previous courses, um, we learned that arrays are a zero-based index, and so is local storage. So I have I have the display data, um, pulling out the latest entries from the last index of the local storage, um, since the latest entries do become the last index of local storage. So I have the display data pulling that out first, and have setting it up to an ordered list and having that show up the first thing. Um, and to prove that it works, I am going to add another item. This is a whole wheat roll, so I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna put something else this time. I'm gonna have it a white bagel. Um, I'm just gonna really put anything over here to prove that it works. Um, so as you can see, white bagel came up before whole wheat roll, since it is the latest entry, and I have the display data pulling the latest entry and making that the first thing that we see. Um, as for my bronze app, um, I have it in a list inlay, and I actually have the search within some of these categories because it doesn't really look appropriate to me to have it on a list inlay. And the grid, I had a tough time. I actually did a lot of research on having the grid blocks being the same size, and I was able to do that, but I wasn't able to do that same thing with the buttons, um, because whenever I add a break within the text, it would look very off, and there would just be a big space with a checkbox on the top, and the checkbox is on the top left, and the writing is on the bottom right. So it just really doesn't look right. Um, but the grid the grid boxes, they're all the same size. You can't really see any lines to prove it, but they're all the same size. Because I did add a break to all four of these, without this one, since this one is actually the one that's big on its own without the break. Um, I did do a lot of research for the grid, um, to have it appear the same size, and I don't. The reason I have that in my bronze app is because it doesn't really seem appropriate to be for a food app. So that's not one of my gold choices. Um, like it would be more appropriate if it was an uh, like an app store, like an app, or like buying apps, or movies or music. It's more appropriate for media type things, not really shopping food um, type of thing. Um, So this is my review, and I hope everybody enjoys this video, and thanks for watching.